Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Best Kept Plans. Today's video is going to be a budget with me for the paycheck that I will be receiving on April 11th, 2024 using the printable version of the Budget by Paycheck Workbook from the Budget Mom. If you're interested in seeing that, please stick around. New month, new monthly spread. We are in April 2024 in the Budget by Paycheck Workbook from the Budget Mom. We do already have a couple of things checked off, which were things that I paid for or contributed to with the last paycheck in March. Now, I'm actually filming this video very early. I'm filming this on Easter, on March 31st. I'm actually having surgery tomorrow on April 1st, and I think I'm going to be out of commission for a couple weeks, so I wanted to make sure I pre-filmed a bunch of stuff to have up. So I am pre-filming this budget with me. I'm also pre-filming the budget with me for the second paycheck in April, and I am now just realizing that I never put little flags here to mark off that those are my paydays. I need to remember to go back and do that. But for this paycheck, we're going to be paying for things that are in pink, as well as contributing to my different savings challenges. So let's go forward to the paycheck budget tracker so we can get into the details. So as usual, we're going to start out in the inflow section, which I always only put in my income from my full-time job, which I budget to be $3,200. We do have several bills that we're going to be paying with this paycheck. We have Kindle Unlimited, I'm budgeting as $15. Netflix, I'm budgeting as $20. Verizon, I'm budgeting as $160. Optimum, I'm budgeting as $110. And Sikorsky, which is my car loan, I am budgeting at $475. Now, my Verizon and Optimum did go up in the month of March. I'm hoping that my Optimum comes back down again, but I did want to budget a little higher than usual just to make sure that I had enough for that. All of my bills added together do equal $880, and if we subtract that from the $3,200 I budgeted my income to be, we are left with $2,320, which we are bringing over to the variable expense section. This is where we budget for things that we know we're going to spend money on but don't have a set amount. For me, those categories as well as the budgeted amounts always stay the same. So I budget $200 for groceries, $100 for eating out, $75 for gas, and $175 for miscellaneous. All of that added up together equals $550, and if I subtract that from the $2,320 we were left with after bills, I have $1,770 to bring up to the sinking fund section. Now, we are in the midst of my sinking fund snowball, but I'm also in the midst of trying to save for a vacation over the summer. So normally I would save $600 towards my sinking funds, and even though many of my sinking funds have met goal, I keep saving that $600 and I just put the extra cash towards an envelope that hasn't reached goal yet. And I'm still doing that, but then I'm adding more into my travel sinking fund. So Christmas usually gets $25, but it's getting $155 because of that sinking fund snowball. Car insurance and taxes is getting $120, and then actually the rest of these are rolling sinking funds, meaning they are sinking funds that don't have a monetary goal. I always just contribute to them every single pay period. So the amounts aren't really ever going to change, except for if I'm trying to shove a little extra into that envelope, which we do have happening right now. So household, it's getting its usual $20, giving it's getting its usual $50, home maintenance is getting its usual $100, baby is getting its usual $30, and travel, instead of getting its usual $100, is getting $1,000, and personal is getting $25. All of that added up together does equal $1,500, and if I subtract that from the $1,770 I was left with after bills and variable expenses, we have $270. Now, I was initially going to put that towards my house savings, but towards the end of March, I made a little bit of a spur of the moment purchase. It was a long overdue purchase, but it was spur of the moment. And that was that I bought a new mattress. so happy that I did it. It was a great decision. My mattress is terrible. I needed a new one. I had been putting it off because I just always thought it would be so much easier to buy a new one when I was moving into a new house. But since I've been looking for 2 years and haven't found a house yet, I just decided it was time. So I am currently paying off that mattress. So I did put on my Capital One credit card so I could get some cash back, but I'm putting the $270 towards that bill. Now I do have my cash envelope breakdown here, but I haven't completed it just in case anything pops up from when I'm filming this until when I actually get paid. But up top here, I do have my variable expenses. I don't list groceries because I actually don't take my grocery money out in cash. I have a separate checking account at my bank that's listed as my variable expense checking account. And right now, the only thing I use it for is for groceries. I just put the grocery money in there, and then when I buy groceries online, I'm able to pay from that account. So for these, I do always take into consideration pulling out for savings challenges. Like I've been pulling out $80 from my eating out to put towards my 2024 challenge, and then my 52-week challenge I've been pulling for miscellaneous. But with that in mind, for eating out, I'm able to do the $100 and a 52 20s and a 10. Gas is getting 75 in its usual 50-25, and then miscellaneous is getting 175 in 150, 20, and a 5, because I think we're pulling out $75 from this paycheck, so it kind of worked out perfect. In terms of my sinking funds, which is the rest of what's listed here, I always do largest denominations possible. That's just what works best for me so that my envelopes don't get too stuffed up. And with that, we are done with the budget with me for the paycheck that I'm going to be receiving on April 11th, 2024. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. I have my Etsy shop linked down below. That always has a bunch of different printables for you all. There's cash envelopes, sinking funds envelopes, there's challenge trackers, there's savings and debt trackers. I just have a bunch of stuff on there, and the link is always down below. I also have my Amazon favorites listed. That is an affiliate link, but it's no additional cost to you if you choose to use it. On there, I do have a whole section dedicated to budgeting supplies, as well as a separate section for my favorite paper, which is the paper that I use to print the Budget by Paycheck Workbook from the Budget Mom. I hope that you all enjoyed this video, and as always, everyone, please be safe. Bye-bye.